This is a cigar called Hamlet, the mild cigar.
Hello. Now we have an advert that should go down really well with the lager quaffers of this world. Doesn't have any words in it.
Only Heineken can do this because it refreshes the parts other beers cannot reach. Shh.
She spends long hours alone in her drab little home. When her thoughts turn to me, Texas Tom. For oh, how she's itching to see my bathroom and kitchen. And there's plenty more where they're from. I got papers and paint that coordinate and tiling that won't cost a bomb. I'll change your drab home. So come down and roam to Texas and just ask for Tom.
This week in The Star, we are giving away a galaxy of free home furnishings. Fabulous fitted bedrooms, dining room suites with full table settings, sumptuous living rooms with TV, video, and hi-fi. Plus washing machines, fridges, freezers, cookers, microwaves, dishwashers. Everything you need for a fully fitted kitchen. It's all worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. So start collecting the coupons and planning your dream home. Don't miss The Star this week. It's light years ahead.
Some events call for a larger cigar. So we've introduced Hamlet Special Panatellas. They rise to any occasion.
Now, if I tell Mr. Green that when I was in the washroom I overheard Mr. Brown telling Mr. White that it was Mr. Grey who'd condoned Mr. Black's decision on Project Orange, then Mr. Green will view Mr. Black in a very different light, which will then leave Mr. Grey with no alternative but to accept the job in the Reykjavik sub-office. And I'll get his new Vauxhall Carlton CD.
A Carlton from Vauxhall. Once driven, forever smitten.
Here in Arizona, the West can still be wide.
Don't put your daughter on the stage, Mrs. Worthington. Once you couldn't buy a thing here without gold, but these days you're safer with plastic. But after a T-burn, will your card cut the mustard? Nope. Surprisingly, in the States, Barclaycard is welcomed at thousands more places than certain charge cards I can mention. Personally, I'd be thrown without one.
For details, dial 100 and ask for free phone Barclaycard.
The new Pentax Zoom 70 is the world's first fully automatic compact camera with a built-in power zoom lens. All you have to do is to move your thumb. Autofocus, auto wind on, auto everything. The new Pentax Zoom 70, no wonder it's been voted Camera of the Year.
Hello, I'm General Accident, and I'd like to introduce GA Property Services. The famous General Accident Insurance Company has joined together over 450 local estate agents with all their local knowledge.
Which is the Property General?
See? Local knowledge. Up with the board, Major.
Right up.
So, in plain English, if you're buying or selling a property, get moving with General... It's going round, Major.
I thought we get it into circulation right away, sir.
Well done.
Oh.
Look in today, get moving tomorrow with General Accident Property Services.
A company that has always had its roots in finance and draws on 150 years' experience is now launching 4 new unit trusts. Morgan Grenfell Unit Trusts. Ask your financial advisor or call 01200 0200.
Will it be worth moving house this spring? Exactly what kind of tall, dark stranger will you meet this summer? And what does the future hold for Britain, the royal family, the government? Find out in a special 12-page spring and summer horoscope, all this week in the Daily Express. Bruce Grobbelaar, clown or genius? In the Daily Express, he charts his extraordinary rise from conscript to champion. Plus, Annie Lennox, revealed. Read her exclusive interview in this week's Daily Express. Have we got news for you?
Whatever your traditional home, whether you're looking to renovate your Elizabethan cottage, decorate your Georgian townhouse, or locate authentic Victorian furniture, you'll find there's a monthly magazine which will prove music to your ears. Traditional Homes. Survey one today.
For the past 150 years, Friends Provident have been helping people turn their hopes and dreams into reality. By trusting our experience, Friends Provident policyholders have continually enjoyed well above average returns. In the meantime, Friends Provident have quietly grown to become one of the largest life assurance companies in the land. And with no shareholders, the full benefit of your investment comes straight back to you. Friends Provident. You can depend on a friend.
This week in The Star, we're giving away a galaxy of free home furnishings. Fabulous fitted bedrooms, dining room suites with full table settings, sumptuous living rooms with TV, video, and hi-fi. Plus washing machines, fridges, freezers, cookers, microwaves, dishwashers. Everything you need for a fully fitted kitchen. It's all worth hundreds of thousands of pounds. So start collecting the coupons and planning your dream home. Don't miss the star this week. It's light years ahead.
Morning.
Morning.
Well, no rest for the wicked.
Just relax and do what I tell you.
This Friday night, two crazy crooks hit the jackpot.
We have $724,360, not $750,000. And what's the difference? When you're rich, you're rich.
Or are they just sitting ducks?
So rich and happy.
How did I get into this thing with a crazy guy like you? What's the matter with you? We're gonna get killed. Don't you understand what you've done to us here?
You're a rich man. Why don't you enjoy it?
At 12:15, Melvin's passenger seems anything but rich.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Vegas.
You are, huh? You know, if you don't beat all strange old weirdo wino laying out in the middle of the desert.
I'm Howard Hughes.
Jason Robards and Paul Lamont star in the Oscar-winning Melvin and Howard. And with Sitting Ducks at 10:35, it's an evening of all-American movie magic.
Chinese movie magic in the American style is next, courtesy of the cinema from three continents. Made before the Cultural Revolution and banned until the late 70s, the story of two stage sisters is set in urban and rural China using Western melodrama.
Let me put it this way. If it isn't here Thursday, none of us will have jobs on Friday.
Don't worry, it'll be there. When you need something overseas fast, call Datapost. With experts in over 100 countries, every delivery is carefully timetabled and guaranteed to arrive right on time.
It's here.
When you're depending on it, Datapost it.
Eddie Cochran. How to get to Eddie Cochran. I remember, I blew practically every penny on this just knock-'em-dead wardrobe. So that night I said, a lot of good you did me, fellas. I just put on my Levi's and a sweatshirt and went down to that party. I remember how embarrassed I was. But Eddie asked me to stay.
May darkness fall stride.
Traditional Homes, the monthly magazine that tells you about renovating, maintaining, and furnishing period properties. Survey one today.
If you're thinking of investing in unit trusts, you'll soon discover it can be a dodgy business. Dodging all those awkward facts and figures. Who better to shelter you from all the mumbo-jumbo than Legal in General? We're experts at making unit trusts easy to understand. For a down-to-earth approach in investment, give us a ring or ask your financial advisor.
Tomorrow, Womad presents an evening of international music with bands like the Bundu Boys from Zimbabwe. A celebration of music and culture with sounds off the beaten track tomorrow at 9 on 4.
This is Channel 4, as the reels revolve in the Far East, introduced by writer and critic Jim Pines.
Good evening, and welcome to Cinema from Three Continents. Tonight's film, Two Stage Sisters, comes from the People's Republic of China. It's a melodrama about two opera stars who rise from rags to riches and then take different paths in their lives, one identifying with capitalist values, the other moving towards communist awareness. The film was made in 1964, just before the upheavals of the Cultural Revolution, which halted all production in the Shanghai studios. It fell victim of this period and was banned until the late 1970s, when it was rediscovered and represented to the world as a fine example of Chinese melodrama. But at the time it was made, the film was condemned for its stylistic excesses, the expansiveness of its presentation, the flowing camera movements, its use of color, the sheer dynamism of the melodrama. This approach to art was simply not permitted at a time when culturally pure, in other words, specifically Chinese, forms of artistic expression were being enforced. The film was also criticized for its ambiguous treatment of the supposedly bad woman in the story. I think the film's sympathy lies very much towards the good woman, who is the embodiment of revolutionary consciousness. And though the film refuses to explicitly punish the weaker woman for her capitalistic tendencies, there is nevertheless a sense in which her decline into obscurity, a self-imposed banishment, in its own way is a form of punishment. In that sense, I would argue that the film does not deviate very much from the notion of ideological correctness, despite the excesses of the Cultural Revolution, which deemed it otherwise.